I'm Jamie and I'm here to show you how to apply your Jamberry nail wraps. So the Jamberry wraps are heat and pressure activated. So you're going to make sure you've got a heat source. It could be a blow dryer or it could be our mini heater, which I would highly recommend the mini heater. It's nice and quiet. See, you can hardly hear it. So you can watch Netflix while doing your wraps, which is awesome. And it's less awkward than using a blow dryer, but a blow dryer works just fine. And then you'll need some tools. You'll need some scissors to cut your wraps. You will need a file, clippers, and an orange stick. Or tweezers works well too, but I prefer using the orange stick. A cuticle pusher is also helpful to have, which I can give you one of these if you don't have one. And that's what you're going to need to get started. So before you apply your wraps, make sure you prep your nails really well. The wraps don't stick to oil. They'll lift in a day or two if your nails are oily, or if you're touching the sticky part of the wrap with your fingers before applying, they will not last as long. So be sure to prep your nails well. How you're going to do that is push your cuticles back. You can use a cuticle groomer or a cuticle spoon, a metal one, or you can use the orange stick to push your cuticles back and to scrape off the bits of cuticle from your nail. Then you want to buff your nails. And once you've done that, you are going to wash your hands using dish soap, again, to remove the oil. And then grab a cotton ball and some rubbing alcohol, or you can use vinegar. I always use rubbing alcohol to give each of your nails a swab. And that way they'll be nice and clean and the perfect spot to apply your wraps. Then you're going to choose your wraps. I've got this sheet, which is Expectations, that I'm working on tonight. You need to make sure you're matching the right size wrap to your nail. That's the next important thing. So first you've got prepping your nails, and then it's finding the right size. Two key things to do. You'll be tempted to pick a wrap that is too big. And when I say too big, I mean a wrap that fits perfectly. So it covers every bit of nail. That's not what you want. If your wrap is covering every bit of your nail, it's going to be touching your cuticle. You don't want it tucked right up against your cuticle. You want to have a little gap all the way around so that the wrap is only hitting your nail and not touching any skin. So pick a wrap that's slightly smaller than your nail. No one will notice. You might notice initially, but it's going to last longer. It'll look better. And trust me when I say you're not going to notice after a short period of time. When you first put it on, you might think, that's too small, but you'll quickly forget. And actually, the nail or the wrap that I chose for my index finger, which is what I'm going to be working on this hand right now, looking at it now, I'm like, yeah, I should have went one size up, but that's only when I'm looking at it from the one side. And when am I ever doing that? Never. I'm looking straight on. And from straight on, it looks great. So choose your nail wrap, and then you can do one of two things. Some people, because each of these wraps is for two nails, so some people like to take their scissors and just slice down the middle of this row, and then they're divided in half and it's taken care of. I don't like having little loose bits everywhere. It just bugs me. I like to have everything stuck on the sheet. So what I do is I will show you on this wrap, even though I'm using this one for my index. I like to use my orange stick so I'm not touching the sticky part. I lift it up. And then I take my scissors and I'm going to do it just for you, and it's going to drive me nuts after I've done this because I'm not using the wrap. I cut it in half. Okay. And then I work with that. And then when I go to do the other hand, I will just peel the other half off the sheet and go from there. But I'm going to put this back on the sheet, so I'm not actually using that one right now. All right. So since I've already done this index finger, I've got my half a wrap stuck here on the sheet. I'm going to lift it up using my orange stick so that my skin is not touching the sticky part. Turn on my heater or your blow dryer. Put the wrap in front of it for a couple seconds. Oops. Like 3 seconds is really all you need. And now I'm going to set my wrap on my fingernail. Okay, I'm going to kind of purposely put this on crooked so that you can see what you do if you've got it on wrong. So if it looks super crooked like that, all you have to do is use your orange stick, grab the sticky part, grab the wrap, pull it off, turn your heat back on, heat it for a second, and reapply. In all honesty, sometimes I don't even bother to reheat. I just reposition it. Okay, now it's on there. It's pretty straight. It should be fine. I'm going to put some pressure. I'm going to start at the back of my nail, the base here, and I'm going to push down. I'm giving some pretty good pressure down and straight to the tip of my finger. So pressure to the tip. Then I'm going to go back up to the top, in the middle of my nail, and I'm pushing to the side. And then from the middle of my nail, down to the other side. Okay. When you're pushing down, try not to push forward like from the back of your nail to the front, down to the sides this way. Because if you do that, kind of like that, you may end up with bubbles or folds. So go straight from the back to the tip, and then from the top to the side, top to the other side. And now you want to apply a little more pressure. So I'm going to use my cuticle pusher, and I'm just going to give it a rub. If you don't have one, you can just continue to give it a rub with your finger and press it down really well, but that's a bonus. Okay. There we go. So that's on there. Now you have two ways of, obviously you don't want this extra sticky bit sticking out the end there. So you can either, and I think I'm going to have to with this nail, we'll see. You can either use clippers and then just clip off the extra wrap and also trim your nail at the same time. Or you can use a nail file to get it off. So I'm going to try to show you using the file. And that nail's pretty short, so I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but let's see. So if you're going to file it off, you're going to take your nail file and you're just going to kind of go down. You're just going to go straight down. As much of, almost like a 90-degree angle is ideal. If your nail is short like mine, I'm having to go on a bit of an angle. Okay, and then you'll see that it's peeling off. Can you see that? And if it's not all, it's still attached a little bit there, so I'm just going to give it a bit more of a file. That's it. Can you see that? So I don't know if you can tell, but if you look at it from the side, you're probably just going to be focused on me and not my nail. I don't know how to, there we go. There is definitely a gap. I don't know if you can really tell. I'll try to take a picture. But from the front, there's no gap. It looks great. I like this wrap. I'm a big fan of the black and white. And that's it. Ta-da! Now, ideally, if you could avoid soaking your hands in, dishwater or bathtub immediately after applying your wraps, you should give it a little bit of time, a couple hours. I try to do them before bed. That way I've got the night for them to rest, but they don't really need to. Sometimes I do them in the morning. But I also usually won't apply hand cream immediately after putting them on, just to make sure they're on there well before I start messing with my hands. And that's it. I'm going to end this here because I have a feeling we'll be cut off otherwise. Thanks so much for watching. I'm also going to do a demo of how to apply the skinnies, which is basically the same idea, but without the heat. And it's super quick. They go on really fast. So I will save these 2 fingers for skinnies. And yeah, I'll show you pictures when I'm done. Thanks so much for watching.